Welcome to NFL Countdown. From the Bristol studios, I'm Chris Berman. This Sunday morning, it's the Texans searching for their first win. I believe their offense will need to get on track and generate some numbers if they want a shot. Knocking heads with them, we've got the Saints also looking for their first win. Their key in this matchup, the passing game. My prediction, New Orleans, because of this man. A guy that perhaps poised to be an all-pro in this league real soon, second-year guy Dante Stallworth. He's got everything you look for in a wideout: size, speed, agility. He may not exactly be a secret weapon anymore, but he certainly will be a factor here. Texans, Saints. Up next.
Thank you, Chris, and welcome y'all to the Big Easy. We are here in New Orleans. Dan Stevens here to call the action alongside my partner, Peter O'Keefe. And Peter, it seems to me like we're looking at a pretty good matchup in this one.
Absolutely, Dan. And you figure that we're going to know a lot about this game early on in the first quarter. I think if either of these teams comes out flat and falls behind early by a touchdown or two, they could be in for a long day on the field. We'll see how things play out here.
And Peter, let's talk quickly about one player to watch. Anyone leap out at you?
Well, Chris made a good choice earlier on, but I've got my eye on somebody else too. Jay Bellamy is the man to watch here. He's got the size, he's got the moves, and the brute force to turn the game in his favor.
Thank you, Peter. Let's get down to the field for the coin toss.
It's tails. Chris Brown.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set.
It's time for Saints football.
Brown boots the opening kickoff. Ishmael decides to take it out of the end zone. Dragged down at the 25.
Kadri Ishmael caught the ball in the end zone and had a big run out of it. Saying no to the touchback was a risk, Dan, but it paid off.
The Saints offense will start this drive at their own 25-yard line. They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete.
Dante Stallworth got open with a slant route, but they didn't connect for the completion.
Potential for some nice yards, but it falls incomplete. That will bring up second down.
Second and 10. Ball at the Saints 25-yard line.
Stallworth goes in motion. McAllister picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up third down.
With the tackle.
Third down, one man back.
Ball at the Saints 26-yard line.
Horn grabs the rope right side, and he will be short of the markers. Fourth down coming up.
Marcus Coleman brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
There's a migraine waiting to happen for a defensive coordinator. They almost gave it up.
Yeah, but they didn't let him convert. It's still going to go to fourth down.
Fourth and short. Berger takes the snap and punts it away. Breaks free. Brought down at the 30.
Dominic Davis didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Texans get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 30-yard line. Bradford goes in motion. This one will fall incomplete.
pass interference. Number 21, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
Dale
Automatic
Carter
first down.
slapped around the receiver too much, and the refs let him know with a flag for pass interference.
First down, two receivers to the left.
Ball at the Texans, 36-yard line.
Carr makes the throw after the play action fake, and it's intercepted. Tackled at the 43.
Jay Bellamy took the football back for a little gain after he picked it off. He was hoping for more, but, you know, he'll take it.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Saints are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at the 43-yard line. McAllister has his number called on first down and picks up a couple.
Second and 8. Ball at the 41.
Stallworth goes in motion. McAllister gets the call again and heads out right. Tackled at the 35.
Wayne Gandy used all his strength to excavate a hole in the D and create some room for the runner. I tell you what, when the O-line is clicking like that, everything is easier.
A decent play, and they'll now face third and short.
That's the key, Dan. Make third down easy, and they did just that.
Now they just need to convert. We'll see what they do. Sharper tackles him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be fourth down.
Jamie Sharper not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but buffed and polished it, too. Big hit for a loss.
That's his second tackle so far. Berger gets ready to punt this away. Berger gets the ball and kicks what will be a short one. Davis fair catches it at the 12.
Dominic Davis fair catch that punt because it was so short. He knew he wouldn't have room to run anywhere.
The Texans were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 12-yard line. Mack picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up second down. Second down, just a single receiver on the field.
Ball at the Texans, 14-yard line.
Carr throws this on a rope, and he connects at the 17. Stopped at the 21.
David Carr made a nice throw there, got it right past the defender.
A great job to move the ball and get themselves into a third and short situation. This is a critical play for this drive.
Yeah, now, Dan, they can just fall forward and make the play.
Sounds easy, Peter, but we'll see if they can pull it off. Holloway goes in motion. Loses one on the play, and that brings up fourth down.
Ashley Ambrose targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They come up with the big play, and on third and short, they force the fourth down.
Yeah, they even caused a loss of yardage. What a time to come up big.
Stanley takes the long snap and punts it away. Ishmael fields the punt at the 43. Tackled at the 45.
Kadri Ishmael didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Saints have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their 45-yard line. McAllister is at the 45, eventually tackled at the 43. First down.
Deuce McAllister had a lot of help from his blockers on that last play. You know, that is so key for a running game.
Brooks fires this one over the middle, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
Dante Stallworth had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's really not going to hurt you. It's a good call.
That'll bring up second down. No good. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Number 68 with the deflection.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game.
Ball at the 43.
Slides down at the 33. That will bring up fourth down.
Fourth and inches. Ball at the 33.
McAllister will take this one off the toss and converts the fourth down. What a fantastic play.
Deuce McAllister got some major yards off a spectacular hurdle back there.
They convert the fourth, and there's some excited faces down there on the field.
Oh, boy, nothing can amp up an offense like a big play. That's how you get the first.
And that's what they've got, first down. McAllister chews up 4 yards, and that brings up second down. Second down, both tight ends left.
Ball at the 29.
McAllister has his number called on second down and picks up a couple.
Eric Brown with the tackle. Third and 4. Ball at the 27.
Brooks throws a bullet to the flat, and it's complete. Short of the markers, however. That will bring up fourth down.
Marcus Coleman was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That's his third tackle of the game. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Carney with the 45-yard attempt, and they take the lead.
John Carney kicked a nice smooth one for 3 points. Not a gimme, but no record breaker either.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Carney kicks it off. Davis catches it back at the 4. Tackled at the 29.
Dominic Davis received that nice kick and a nice little run back after the catch. Good job.
First and 10.
The Texans will start this first play of the drive at their own 29-yard line. Tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Cedric Hodge came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
Ball at the Texans, 29 yards.
Carr really rifles this pass, and it's tipped incomplete.
Jay Bellamy came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
That play would have set up a manageable 3rd and short.
But instead, they forced the incompletion. That's how the D is supposed to play.
3rd down, 1 man back. Gaffney goes in motion. Johnson catches it over the middle, and that's not enough. He's short of the markers. It'll be 4th down.
Dale Carter brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
There's a migraine waiting to happen for a defensive coordinator. They almost gave it up.
Yeah, but they didn't let him convert. It's still going to go to 4th down.
4th and short. Stanley gets the snap and punts it away. Ishmael fields it at the 24. Stopped at the 27.
Kadri Ishmael didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Saints will start this drive at their own 27-yard line. Pathon goes in motion. Wright hunts him down and gets the sack way back at the 20.
Kenny Wright set this offense back a few with that sack. You know, if there's such a thing as anti-momentum, they're feeling it.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the refs will spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What a way to derail a series from the onset.
2nd and long ahead. Brooks just rifles this one, and it's caught at the 34. Finally stopped at the 39. That will bring up 1st down.
Dante Stallworth easily outclassed his defender on that catch, and he had that play all the way.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last 2 passes his way were incomplete.
Yeah, let's see if he stays on track.
Stallworth reels in the football, and that will be a gain of 3 yards.
Dante Stallworth took on triple coverage and came away with a phenomenal catch.
Not much there. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Brooks unloads this one to the left, and the completion is good for 6.
Roughing the passer, number 55, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Jamie Sharper knocked pads with the quarterback after he had released the pass, so he'll get the late hit charge.
1st down, tight end to the left.
Ball at the 38-yard line.
McAllister picked up about 7, and that brings up 2nd down.
Deuce McAllister played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
He gets the call again, and they're running early and often on this one. This is a great start.
When you set up the running game like this, you can really take over.
Conwell goes in motion. McAllister gets the call again and maybe picks up 1 on the play.
Deuce McAllister traveled in his blockers' wake back there, but the defense really didn't give up much.
Not much there, but they'll get another shot on 3rd and short.
Ball at the 29.
McAllister will take the handoff and takes it upfield. Dragged down at the 24. It will be 1st down.
Bruce McAllister got a huge assist from his blockers there to get the yardage. Now, that is teamwork.
A big gain on third, and they will easily move the chain.
Perfect call for the situation, Dan. No trouble in getting the first.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game. McAllister picks up about 2, and that will bring up second down.
Stevens with the tackle. Second and 8. Ball at the 22-yard line.
Horn didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Charlie Clemens shadowed the slant route they were trying for and is able to force an incompletion.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Brooks puts his arm into this one, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Was the intended receiver. Ramon Walker with the coverage. John Carney to make the 39-yard attempt. Mitch Berger holding.
Carney kicks from 39 yards out, and it's up through the goal post. Good.
Mitch Berger stayed cool and adjusted nicely to the high snap, setting it up perfectly for the field goal kick.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Carney kicks this one away. Davis fields the kickoff at the 1. Breaks a tackle. Fights off the tackle. Again gets free. Eventually runs out of bounds at the 41.
Dominic Davis spotted a huge opportunity in the defense and just ran with it, logging some huge yardage for his team.
The Texans offense has taken the field, and they have been having a very tough time passing the ball. They have another opportunity here as they start off at their 41-yard line. Mack will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up second down.
Charles Grant targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Johnson goes in motion. Carr throws a beauty to the right side, and this one is incomplete.
Stacey Mack dropped the ball so fast there, you'd think it bit him on the thumb or something.
He couldn't hold on to that one, and maybe that's why they don't throw to him that often.
No, he's more of a runner than a target out of the backfield.
Johnson catches the hard throw, and he's stopped right there. Bellamy with the tackle. Fourth down coming up. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Saints are out in front, 6-0. Stanley lines up for the punt. Stanley gets the snap and punts it away. Ishmael fields the punt at the 16. Brought down at the 17.
Kadri Ishmael got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Saints offense takes the field, and they will start out at their own 17-yard line. pitches the heater left sideline, and he's just barely past the markers for a first.
Joe Horn made a fantastic catch in double coverage. Keep getting him the ball, guys.
McAllister goes right up the middle and will gain close to 6.
Deuce McAllister had a lot of help from his blockers on that last play. You know, that is so key for a running game.
They move the ball, and it will be second down.
34-yard line.
McAllister gains 10 yards on the play, and that will bring up first down.
Deuce McAllister got a huge assist from his blockers there to get the yardage. Now, that is teamwork.
Nice run, Peter, and he's putting together some very nice stats.
Definitely. Up to now, he's got 57 yards on 14 carries.
First down, 10 yards to go. Smith gets the call on first down and picks up a couple.
Terrell Smith stuck close to his blockers, but the play folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
McAllister gets the call on second down and will gain close to 6.
Third and 3. Ball at the 49.
McAllister gets the toss and gets past the line. Crosses the field. Stopped at the 46. Brown was in on the tackle. Fourth down coming up.
Eric Brown brought down the ball carrier before.
Jim Haslett doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the red flag.
New Orleans is challenging the spot of the ball.
This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
As we watch the replay here, look for where the ball is when he's tackled. Remember, all he needs is one knee to be down. He's down there, and I think the spot is going to change. Let's listen to the ref.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. New Orleans will not be charged a timeout. First down.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along. First down, both wideouts to the right.
Ball at the 45.
McAllister takes it for his 17th carry and heads wide left. Tackled at the 43.
Second and 7. Ball at the 43.
This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete.
Joe Horn had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
That's 2 drops by one of the more sure-handed receivers in the game.
Wow, it's not often you see him out of sync like this.
Pathon goes in motion. Brooks unloads this one to the left, and it's off. Incomplete.
Jerome Pathon had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Boy, third is such a crucial down, Dan, and when you don't convert, it really hurts.
Berger lines up for the punt. Berger takes the snap and punts it away. Davis fair catches it at the 12.
Dominic Davis was smart to fair catch it. He had guys all around him, and I bet they were looking to vent some frustration after their pathetic punt.
The Texans haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at their own 14-yard line. Miller goes in motion. Grant sacks him way back at the 8.
Charles Grant got the sack, but he was totally unblocked. You need to at least lay a hand on someone to slow him down a bit.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the refs will spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What a way to derail a series from the onset.
Second and long ahead. Bradford catches it left sideline, and that will be good for a gain of 8.
David Carr had no trouble zinging that one past the secondary. That was one heck of a throw.
They got some, but they'll need more than that if they want to convert on this third down.
Yeah, they have a ways to go, Dan. They would have loved a few more yards out of that play.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Carr rifles this one hard over the middle, and the reception's made at the 39. Brought down hard at the 41. That will obviously bring up the first down.
Jabbar Gaffney fought for a whole lot more after the catch back there. Great run.
That was the first time they even looked long in this game.
The question is, why weren't they stretching it out in the first quarter?
Smith makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
With the deflection.
Aaron Smith got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That will bring up second down.
Second and 10. Ball at the 41.
Johnson goes in motion. Carr passes this one, and the reception's made at the 36, and he's stopped right there.
Jabbar Gaffney had a defender close by, but was able to bring down the catch.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last 2 passes his way were incomplete.
Yeah, let's see if he stays on track.
Third down, 2 wideouts on the field. Grant gets the sack, and that's the 39. That will bring up fourth down.
Charles Grant forced the offense back a few yards with a terrific sack in the backfield back there.
Here he has put the hurt on the quarterback in this contest.
You got that right. So far, he's got 3 tackles and 2 sacks.
Stanley gets ready to punt this away. Stanley takes the long snap and punts it away. Ishmael fair catches it at the 11.
Kadri Ishmael was smart to fair catch it. He had guys all around him, and I bet they were looking to vent some frustration after their pathetic punt.
The Saints had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 11-yard line.
Switch yellow! Switch yellow! Red! Red! 54!
McAllister gets the handoff and heads out right. Dragged down at the 19.
Deuce McAllister played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
That's yet another run for him. He's definitely getting a workout so far.
They're relying very heavily on their running game, and so far, I can't blame them.
Second down, 2 tight ends in the game. McAllister gains 3 yards, and that brings up first down.
Kylie Wong made a good tackle, but it was a little too late. Next time, stop him before the markers, buddy.
That's his second tackle so far. McAllister cruises out to the left side and maybe picks up 1 on the play.
Deuce McAllister powered forward with the football thanks to some initial blocking. Problem was they couldn't keep that push going for very long.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
McAllister is at the 35, 45, finally drops at the 43. That will obviously bring up the first down.
Deuce McAllister used a stiff arm back there to keep the tackler away, and he ends up with a big play.
What a run, Peter, and his numbers are adding up.
Adding up to one big number. Up to now, he's got 115 yards on 21 carries.
First down with the tight end right. Keaton takes it across the line of scrimmage and gains about 3 yards.
Matt Stevens with the tackle. Second and 7. Ball at the 40-yard line.
Picks up 6 on the play, and that brings up third down.
Terrell Smith just stepped up on that last play and showed why fullback is such a key position, Dan. You need someone who can block like that.
A decent play, and they'll now face third and short.
That's the key, Dan. Make third down easy, and they did just that.
Now they just need to convert. We'll see what they do. McAllister gets the call on third down and can't convert the third down. It'll be fourth down.
Eric Brown made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the marker.
Jim Haslett is not happy with that call, and he's going to challenge it.
New Orleans is challenging the spot of the ball.
This is their second challenge and last challenge of the game, so even if something more critical comes up, they are out of luck.
As we watch the replay here, look for where the ball is when he's tackled. Remember, all he needs is one knee to be down. He's down there, and I think the spot is going to change. Let's listen to the ref.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. New Orleans will not be charged. Timeout. First down.
You can tell he's pleased with the call. Very pleased, in fact. Great shot of one of the more animated coaches in the business. First down, coming up on the 10th play of the drive. Picks up 6 on the play, and that brings up second down.
Kendall Jaycox did a great job clearing the lane. You know, a big play starts with the big guys up front.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. McAllister makes his 25th carry of the game and hurdles his way to a first down.
Deuce McAllister stuck close to those blockers back there, who opened up some room for him to pick up the yards.
Nice second down call, and they will move the chain.
On offense, it was always a plus to avoid third down altogether, just like that.
It's intercepted. Knocked out of bounds at the 19.
That was perfect positioning back there to get the interception. Heck of a defensive play.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Texans could take the lead before halftime as their offense will start at their own 19-yard line. Carr fires this one over the middle, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Darrell Green didn't let much daylight get between him and his assignment. Nice coverage to force the incompletion.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
Second and 10. Ball at the Texans, 19-yard line.
Johnson catches this one
First down,
and is
Texans.
well past the markers for a first down.
Andre Johnson nabbed the pass without any challenge whatsoever from the defense. When you're that open, every quarterback in the league can get it to you.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chains.
Great execution.
Carr throws a bullet here, and it's caught at the 47. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. First down.
Billy Miller was really getting crowded out there with 3 defenders, but he still made the catch.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game.
Ball at the 44-yard line.
Johnson goes in motion. Bradford grabs the Texans take their first time out.
First and 10. Ball at the 29.
Carr throws a heater, and it's good for a gain of 8.
Pass interference, number 34, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
The Bucky
Automatic
Jones
first down.
manhandled that receiver like a puppy playing with a chew toy, baby, and rightly gets slapped with the defensive pass interference.
First down,
First and
1
10.
man back.
Ball at the 21.
Bradford goes in motion. Ambrose puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete.
Ashley Ambrose.
Ashley Ambrose shut down that pass perfectly. You know, when you're sitting back in a zone like that, what you're trying to do is read the quarterback's eyes to get a jump on the
Ball
ball.
at the 21.
Carr fires this one
First
over
down,
the middle.
Timeout
The Texans will take a timeout. That's their second.
First and goal. Ball at the 7.
Bradford goes in motion. Johnson didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Pass interference, number 33, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Ashley Ambrose manhandled that receiver like a puppy playing with a chew toy, baby, and rightly gets slapped with the defensive pass interference.
First and goal. Ball at the 1.
Carr Rifles this one to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown.
David Carr made a nice throw there, got it right past the defender.
Peter, that's his first touchdown pass of the game. How do his stats look?
Well, so far, he's got 147 yards and 1 touchdown.
Chris Brown to attempt the extra point. Chad Stanley holding.
Here's the extra point,
The extra
and
point is good.
it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Brown rockets this one deep. Ishmael downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense has stalled late in their drives the past few times down. We'll see if they can finally score as they start this one at their own 20-yard line.
Blue 15! Yellow! 18!
Conwell, the Saints take their first timeout. Brooks throws a beauty to the right side. The Saints will take a timeout. That's their second. Second down and less than a yard.
Ball at the Saints 50-yard line.
Coleman makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
With the deflection.
Marcus Coleman swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
50-yard line.
Brooks throws a bullet, and it's caught at the 47. First down, 2 receivers to the left. Horn grabs the bullet and is well past the markers for a first down. Brooks rifles it out left side, and it falls incomplete.
Pass is incomplete with the deflection. Second and 10. Ball at the 32-yard line.
Haython hauls it in right side and is well past the markers for a first down. Brooks throws this on a rope, and the catch is... The Saints take a timeout. That's their final one. Second down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Carney kicks it from 34 yards. They take the lead.
John Carney knocked in an easy short one for 3 points. You can tell he didn't doubt for a second that he made that.
The field goal puts them in the lead, which is where they wanted to be heading into the locker room.
Let's see if they can build on that slight lead in the second half.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Carney booms a beauty here. Davis decides to take it out of the end zone. Breaks free. Tackled at the 23.
That's the end of the second
And that'll
quarter.
do it for the first half of this one. The Saints with a small lead, 9-7. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
Thanks, Dan. Welcome, everybody, to the halftime update. Let's quickly highlight the key drives so far. The Texans started out off an interception and then moved the ball 83 yards on 7 plays. Corey Bradford capped off the drive by making a nice grab and scampering the rest of the way into the end zone. The Saints did manage to get some points of their own, however. They got in a field goal range thanks to an effective offense that moved the ball 62 yards on 8 plays. John Carney, good night, everybody, put yet another exclamation point at the end of the drive, kicking in his 3rd field goal of the half. And now here's my vote for the hot-at-the-half player. Eric Brown didn't let anybody past him, seemingly making every tackle that came his way. A phenomenal performance, and I think that'll lift him to a win. And that'll wrap things up from the Bristol studios for now. Let's go back out to the game with Dan and Peter.
Thanks, Chris, and welcome back to New Orleans. The Texans will receive to start the second half, and this is a tight contest. Currently, they're down 9-7. Now, let's get to the game.
John Carney kicking off.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Carney kicks it, and the second half has now started. Davis decides to take it out of the end zone. Breaks free. Brought down at the 28.
Dominic Davis caught the ball in the end zone and had a big run out of it. Saying no to the touchback was a risk, Dan, but it paid off.
The Texans send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their own 28-yard line. Carr gets all of his arm into this pass, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down.
Corey Bradford had just one guy on him and makes the most of it. And he schooled that guy so bad, I can smell the chalk dust.
Ball at the Texans, 44-yard line.
Mack will get the carry on first down and chews up about 4 on the play.
Darren Smith with the tackle.
Second down,
Second and
6 yards to go.
Ball at the Texans, 48-yard line.
Miller goes in motion. Mack picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up third down. Miller reels in the football, and they convert on third down.
Billy Miller drew 3 men on the D, but is still able to make the catch. Way to find the hole, settle in, and make a great catch.
A nice run after making the grab, and that's a big plus coming from your tight end.
Especially for him. He's not known for making those big gallops like that.
Carr zings it to the right side, and he connects for a pickup of 4 on the play.
David Carr made a nice throw there, got it right past the defender.
Another short pass, and he likes that area of the field so far.
Second
And
and
why
6.
not? He's had success there.
Ball at the
Second down, just a single receiver on the field. Bradford snags the dart right sideline, and that's good for 6.
David Carr rolled the dice by targeting a receiver with 2 defenders near him. But the pass clicked, and they'll move the ball.
Another completion, and that will be 5 in a row.
Nice little streak.
Hunts him down in the backfield, and that takes them even farther away from the markers. 4th down coming up.
Bucky Jones targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's his 2nd tackle so far. 4th down and less than a yard. Brown from 26 yards out, and they take the lead.
Chris Brown made the easy 3 there. You know, if he had missed that kick, he wouldn't have spoken to his foot for a week.
For the first time today, they leave the red zone with only a field goal to show for it.
You know, overall, Dan, the defense has to be happy with how that one played out.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Brown booms a beauty here. Ishmael decides to take it out of the end zone. Stop at the 24.
Kadri Ishmael powered downfield for a big gain. Hey, who needs the touchback when you can get even more yards yourself?
The Saints offense comes out and finds themselves losing for the first time in the game. This drive will start at their own 24-yard line. Horn grabs the fastball over the middle and gets past the markers for a first down.
Joe Horn easily overcomes the double coverage to nab the football. Perfect synchronization by the quarterback and the receiver. Way to get open.
I'm sure he's glad to finally make a completion, considering he's already dropped 2 today.
Yeah, you shouldn't eat fried chicken right before the game, Dan, and if you do, you got to use a napkin afterwards.
Brooks rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more.
Dante Stallworth made a superb catch, even though he had 3 guys closing in on him. What a play.
The balls are coming his way in the middle, and he's making them pay. You have to like his performance so far.
Well, Dan, I like any receiver who's willing to go over the middle and sacrifice the body to make the catch.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game. McAllister takes it off the toss and only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Charlie Clemens with the tackle. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 42-yard line.
Brooks fires this one over the middle, and this one is incomplete.
Dante Stallworth had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
Peter, I tell you, he seems to be in a bit of a funk recently. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's his 4th ball thrown his way, and he can't reel them in.
Yeah, funky, Dan. He's just got to grab one to get his confidence back, though.
McAllister catches it in the flat, and he's well short of the markers. It'll be 4th down.
Marcus Coleman brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
Another tackle, and it seems like we're always calling his name. What a hitting machine in the secondary.
He's definitely carrying his weight back there.
Berger gets the ball and punts it away. Davis catches it at the 13. Tackled at the 17.
Dominic Davis didn't get very far running that ball back, but on the bright side, the kick was pretty lackluster, so his offense gets pretty good field position anyway.
1st and 10.
The Texans bring their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 17-yard line. Bradford catches it over the middle, and that will be good for a gain of 8.
Corey Bradford drew 3 men on the D, but is still able to make the catch. Way to find the hole, settle in, and make a great catch.
Another little dump off, and this short passing game has been firing on all cylinders. They seem to produce yards at will.
They sure do, Dan. This is a great offensive game plan we're seeing today.
Mack will get the carry on second down and only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Aaron Smith targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They managed to hold them behind the line of scrimmage, but they have another shot at it coming up.
3rd and short. Let's see if they can come up with another big stand.
3rd down from the on. Bradford grabs the rope right side, and they convert on 3rd down.
David Carr lived dangerously on that play with a pass into double coverage, but the throw was on target. What a pass.
Another short pass and another completion. He's really got the short passing game working today.
Just nickel and diming him.
Carr throws a beauty to the right side, and it's intercepted. Breaks the tackle, runs out of bounds at the 32.
Aaron Smith made a huge play there, not only picking off the pass, but moving the ball forward afterwards.
Well, that's their 2nd interception of the game, and stingy is appearing to be the motto for their defense.
Yeah, either that or give me the ball.
The Saints offense takes the field, and they are already in field goal position. They'll line up at the 32-yard line.
Switch move! Switch move!
McAllister takes this one way out left and will gain close to 6. Second down with 2 tight ends to the right.
Ball at the 26-yard line.
McAllister takes it off the toss and passes the line.
McAllister, the ball carrier.
Dragged down at the 25.
With the tackle.
Deuce McAllister was smart to use his blockers there, but the play collapsed pretty fast back there.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be 3rd down.
3rd and 3. Ball at the 25.
McAllister catches it in the flat, and they convert on 3rd down.
Deuce McAllister surged ahead to get the 1st down, then quickly ducked out of bounds. Good field awareness.
Nice play, and they will convert on 3rd.
Great execution, Dan. They did everything right.
Listen up! Blue 15, switch!
Brooks unloads this one to the left, and it's caught just barely past the markers for a 1st.
Aaron Glenn let him get a few before he tackled him enough to get past the markers.
1st down, goal to go. Stallworth grabs the bullet, touchdown, and
Dante Stallworth was getting double coverage there, but it wasn't enough to stop him from making the catch.
he gets the touchdown off a nice play. Fantastic athleticism.
What a player.
Now the point after, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Carney rockets this one deep. Black decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 26.
Avian Black decided to take it out of the end zone. Turned out to be a good decision, Dan. He got some good yards there.
The Texans stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 26-yard line. Bellamy Sacks him back at the 21.
Jay Bellamy dismantled that play by bringing down the quarterback for a loss of yardage.
That'll be his first sack of the game. Hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete.
David Carr doesn't blink against the two-man zone coverage back there, but the pass, it never made it to the receiver.
That was a rare incompletion, Peter. This passing game has shown very few weaknesses.
Well, the D better find some because there's still over a quarter left to play.
Johnson goes in motion. Carr puts his arm into this one, and it's incomplete.
DeVar Gaffney was the intended receiver. Ashley Ambrose with the coverage.
Stanley lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Harvey Ishmael to make the return.
Stanley gets the ball and punts it away. Ishmael fields the punt at the 41. Brought down at the 46.
Kadri Ishmael got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Saints offense comes out and are hoping to continue their success on the ground. They will start at their 46-yard line.
Switch green 13! Switch green 13!
Brooks throws a bullet, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Joe Horn seemed to be the right guy for his quarterback, but he's unable to catch that ball over the middle.
Potential for some nice yards, but it falls incomplete. That will bring up second down.
10. Ball at the Saints, 46-yard line.
Stevens makes a play on this one and forces the incompletion.
Matt Stevens got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Pathon goes in motion. Brooks rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete.
Jay Foreman did a brilliant job keeping watch over his zone. That pass didn't have a chance.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. Berger lines up for the punt. Berger gets the snap and punts it away. Davis takes it at the 11. Stopped at the 12.
Dominic Davis didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Texans are backed up yet again, and they will start this drive at their own 12-yard line. Johnson goes in motion. Carr throws a bullet to the flat, and the catch is made at the 11. Tackled at the 15.
Stacey Mack had a defender close by, but was able to bring down the catch.
That was little atonement for dropping the ball the last time it was thrown his way, Peter. He definitely made sure that he held on to that one.
Yeah, much better focus that time around.
Second down with a split backfield. Mack gets the toss and runs into traffic. Bellamy rushes him way behind the line at the 10.
Jay Bellamy executed a beautiful backfield tackle there to back him up. An awesome hit.
That will be his 4th tackle, and he's hitting hard out there in the secondary.
Well, he's making them think twice before going his direction.
Carr unloads this one to the left, and the reception is made for a 1st and more. 40, eventually pushed out of bounds at the 34.
Face mask, number 34, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
The Bucky Jones played just outside the rules of the game and gets popped for the personal foul. That's a good call.
1st and 10. Ball at the 19.
No dice, and it falls incomplete.
David Carr thought he could beat the double coverage, but the pass was incomplete.
Potential for some nice yards, but it falls incomplete. That will bring up 2nd down. 2nd down, 10 yards to go.
Ball at the 19.
Carr throws a beauty to the right side, and it falls incomplete. Johnson makes a tough catch, and that's not enough. He's short of the markers. That will bring up 4th down.
Jay Bellamy made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
He now has 5 tackles in the game. 4th down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Brown from 30 yards out, and it's through the uprights.
Chris Brown booted a short one through the uprights. Hey, it's 3 points no matter how close you are.
They'll take the 3 points, but they were hoping for 7.
But that's the 2nd time today they get close, only to have to bring in the kicker.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Brown kicks this one away. Ishmael fields it all the way back at the 2. Brought down at the 29.
Kadri Ishmael got a very respectable return off that nice kickoff there, Dan.
The Saints offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 29-yard line. Brooks fires this one over the middle, and he connects for a pickup of 4 on the play.
Aaron Brooks made a nice throw there, got it right past the defender.
That's another pass that went pretty much down the middle. He hasn't been working the sides too much.
Well, he's obviously very confident to be throwing into where all the traffic is. He's daring the D to stop him.
McAllister carries it for the 29th time and only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Terrell Smith cut their losses by getting the ball back, but nobody on this offense can be proud of that play.
That's the end of
And
the
that'll
third
do it
quarter.
for the 3rd quarter. The Saints with a small lead, 16-13. Third down, 3 wideouts in the game. Brooks throws up Bullock here, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Aaron Brooks threw the pass into double coverage, but gets his man perfectly. Hey, that was one accurate throw.
Nice pass, Peter, and he's really lighting up the stat sheet.
Oh, you got it. So far, he's got 193 yards and 1 touchdown.
Stevens tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete.
Matt Stevens knocked that pass down, and he made sure the only one to touch the football was him.
That is their 4th batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
Brooks rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's caught at the 32, 10, headed down at the 7. That will obviously bring up the first down.
Dante Stallworth got an opportunity to tack on a few more after the completion, and he took it. I love to see that kind of drive in a player. You can't coach that.
I'm glad he finally nabbed one because he's had a string of missed catches before this.
Yeah, his quarterback obviously didn't lose faith in him, though, Dan, because he's kept throwing it his way.
First down, and they line up with 3 tight ends. Conwell goes in motion. Glenn tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete.
Aaron Glenn
Came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their 5th batted ball.
nice, aggressive D.
Deuce McAllister used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be 3rd down.
3rd and goal. Ball at the 7.
Dante Stallworth had 2 guys on him on that play, but still managed to make the catch.
That touchdown is going to establish some distance between them, Peter.
That's a big score.
Now the extra point, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Carney booms a beauty here. Davis decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 21.
Dominic Davis took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Texans will start this first play of the drive at their own 21-yard line. Carr throws a bullet to the flat, and he connects at the 20, and he's stopped right there.
Cedric Hodge with the tackle.
Second down with a split backfield.
Ball at the Texans 22-yard line.
Mack makes the nice catch and tries to get free. Chased down at the 45. That will obviously bring up the first down.
Stacey Mack made the grab back there and then tacked on a few more. Nice play.
He reels in another one today. Wonder what they put in his oatmeal this morning.
Probably the passing playbook.
Carr unloads this one to the left, and it's caught at the 33. Brought down hard at the 30. It will be first down.
Corey Bradford had a man playing him close back there, but he made a great move to get the catch.
Ball at the 30-yard line.
Johnson goes in motion. This one will fall incomplete.
Corey Bradford had that one come right to him back there. You have to catch those passes, baby.
That's his first drop of the game, and while every drop does hurt, you can't throw too much blame on him for that one.
That would have been a tough catch.
Second down, tight end to the left. Carr throws a heater, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Cedric Hodge shot of the slant route they were trying for and is able to force an incompletion.
That'll give us a third down, and the defense was ready for that call.
Well played and a good job of not giving up the short pass.
Gaffney grabs the fastball over the middle, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
David Carr threw a nice pass past the coverage and got the completion. Tough throw, but an accurate throw.
Great pass, Peter, and he's having a terrific day so far.
You bet. So far, he's got over 360 yards and 2 interceptions.
Carr unloads this to the right sideline, and this one is incomplete.
Ashley Ambrose did a beautiful job covering the post there. That pass never had a chance.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That will bring up second down.
Ball at the 16-yard line.
No good. Incomplete. Carr throws a bullet here, and it's not reeled in. Incomplete.
Pass interference, number 22, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
Fred
Automatic
Thomas
first down.
slapped around the receiver too much, and the refs let him know with a flag for pass interference.
The defense had forced a 4th down, Peter, but that will be wiped away with this penalty.
What a costly mistake, Dan.
Miller hauls it in right side, and that's a touchdown.
David Carr rolled the dice by targeting a receiver with 2 defenders near him, but the pass clicked and they'll move the ball.
Another touchdown pass, and he's finding the end zone here.
Absolutely, Dano. So far, he's got over 360 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Chris Brown to attempt the extra point. Chad Stanley holding.
Here's the extra point,
extra point
and
is good.
it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Brown rockets this one deep. Ishmael decides to take it out of the end zone. Dragged down at the 26.
Kadri Ishmael powered downfield for a big gain. Hey, who needs the touchback when you can get even more yards yourself?
The Saints offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 26-yard line.
Red, 64.
Brooks rifles it out left side, and the ball's caught at the 29, and he's stopped right there.
Bernie Conwell had 2 guys on him on that play, but still managed to make the catch.
For a tight end, he's seeing a lot of action today.
He's caught a bundle, and it's a great bonus for this team if they know they can throw to him.
Second down with the tight end right. Stallworth goes in motion.
Red, 46. Cut.
Horn catches it in the flat and loses yards on that one.
Jay Foreman not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but buffed and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
That's his second tackle so far.
Ball at the Saints' 28-yard line.
Payne gets the sack at the 24-yard line. That will bring up 4th down.
The Texans used only 3 linemen to Swiss cheese the O-line and sack the quarterback back there.
Another good stop by the defense, and that will be 2 losses in a row.
Punt formation.
Berger lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Berger takes the snap and punts it away. Davis fields the punt at the 35. Tackled at the 36.
Dominic Davis didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Texans offense will start this drive at their 36-yard line. Carr unloads this to the right sideline, and the catch is made well past the markers for a 1st down.
Andre Johnson easily outclassed his defender on that catch, and he had that play all the way.
That's another medium-range catch for him. He's really found his niche in there.
Yeah, and unless he starts getting shut down, there's no reason for him to move out of it.
Jones makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Bucky Jones came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their 5th batted ball.
Nice, aggressive D.
Carr throws a beauty to the right side, and the catch is made well past the markers for a 1st down.
David Carr rolled the dice by targeting the receiver with 2 defenders near him, but the pass clicked and they'll move the ball.
That's the 3rd time today he's hit a receiver way downfield.
Well, his arm didn't come cheap for this team, so they might as well get their money's worth.
1st down, 2 receivers to the left. Mack gets the handoff and searches for a hole. Stopped at the 28.
Darren Howard with the tackle. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 28-yard line.
Miller goes in motion. Carr unloads this one to the left, and it's off. Incomplete. Puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
With the coverage.
4th down. 9 yards to go. Brown boots it from 46 yards out, and it's good.
Chris Brown kicked a nice smooth one for 3 points. Not a gimme, but no record breaker either.
That's his 3rd field goal of the day, and giving your team 9 points is nothing to sneeze at.
Well, unless those 9 points are covered by pollen.
Watch it.
Sorry, that makes no sense at all.
All right.
Sorry.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Brown booms a beauty here. Ishmael decides to take it out of the end zone. Brought down at the 22.
Kadri Ishmael took it out of the end zone, and
While it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Saints stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 22-yard line. McAllister barrels off his left guard and rambles for about 5.
Joe Horn staked out his turf back there with a decisive block downfield. You know, you rarely see blocks like that from a wide receiver.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Second down, and they line up with 3 tight ends. McAllister is at the 40, eventually runs out at the 42. That will obviously bring up the first down.
Deuce McAllister outwitted the defense with a dynamite juke move there.
What a run, and he is generating some great numbers.
Oh, yeah, he's running hard, and up to now, he's got 160 yards on over 30 carries.
Horn goes in motion. McAllister carries it for a 3rd time in a row and will lose about a yard here.
Gary Walker not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but buffed and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Stallworth catches the heater left sideline and picks up 4 on the play.
Dante Stallworth was getting double coverage there, but it wasn't enough to stop him from making the catch.
Another short catch, and that's where they've been utilizing him today.
Yeah, the short routes have been open, and he's been exploiting it.
3rd down, empty backfield. Brooks zings it to the right side, and the completion is made. Short of the markers, however. 4th down coming up.
Jamie Sharper brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
He's got 7 tackles so far. Berger gets ready to punt this away. Berger takes the long snap and punts it away. Davis takes it at the 14. Dragged down at the 16.
Dominic Davis didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Texans offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start at their own 16-yard line. Carr rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Pass interference, number 51, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
Derek
Automatic
Rogers
first down.
slapped around the receiver too much, and the refs let him know with a flag for pass interference.
First down from the eye.
Ball at the Texans, 22-yard line.
Gaffney makes the catch on the right sideline and somehow holds on to it for the first down.
David Carr laid this pass in beautifully, rendering the defense irrelevant. When you can make accurate throws like that, the whole field starts to open up for you.
Again, a nice medium pass. He's been concentrating on those connections a lot today.
Yeah, it's a nice range. Gets you some good yards, but it's not so far out that you're not in total control of the situation.
Carr fires this one over the middle, and it's off his fingertips, incomplete.
Corey Bradford got a hand in there, but only enough to tip it away. Frustrating.
Potential for some nice yards, but it falls incomplete. That will bring up second down. Bradford catches it over the middle and is well past the markers for a first down.
Corey Bradford took on triple coverage and came away with a phenomenal catch.
I'm sure he's glad to finally make a completion, considering he's already dropped 2 today.
Yeah, you shouldn't eat fried chicken right before the game, Dan, and if you do, you got to use a napkin afterwards.
First down, the clock is stopped at 2 minutes. Carr just rifles this one, and it's intercepted. Tackled at the 46.
David Carr was under fire in the backfield back there. I think that rushed him into throwing a bad pass for the interception.
Another throw that was picked off, and this game is turning into a nightmare for him.
Well, he better wake up.
The Saints will start this drive near midfield with the clock at 1:55. Bowler takes the catch out to the left, and he's got the first. The clock continues to tick down.
Aaron Glenn was too far behind that play to stop it before they got past the markers.
That's tackle number 6 for him. Good game so far.
Definitely.
McAllister gains 3 yards, and the clock will continue to run. Second down, one man back.
Ball at the 39.
Pathon goes in motion. Wright tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete.
Kenny Wright swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
You know, as a team, they are batting down passes left and right. That is their 6th so far.
Wow, great anticipation of the pass.
Third down. The clock is stopped at 52. Brooks really rifles this pass, and it's not reeled in. Incomplete.
Pass interference, number 26, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
Matt
Automatic
Stevens
first down.
slapped around the receiver too much, and the refs let him know with a flag for pass interference.
That penalty just pushed them to within field goal range, and with the score the way it is, that is important.
Yeah, it's a big penalty, Dan.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game. Horn catches the bullet. The Texans take their first timeout.
Second and 1. Ball at the 8-yard line.
Horn goes in motion. McAllister has his number called on. The Texans will take a timeout. That's their second. Third down, 2 tight ends in the game.
Ball at the 9.
The Texans take a timeout. That's their final one. First down, the clock is stopped at 35. Conwell goes in motion. Brooks uncorks this to the left sideline, and it's caught for the go-ahead touchdown.
Ernie Conwell had just one guy on him and makes the most of it. And he schooled that guy so bad, I can smell the chalk dust.
That's his first touchdown of the day.
And I think he's a guy you can count on to make those end zone catches. He sets a high standard for himself, and he usually meets it.
Here's the point after, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Carney rockets this one deep. Davis decides to take it out of the end zone. Breaks free. Stopped at the 25.
Dominic Davis decided to take it out of the end zone. Turned out to be a good decision, Dan. He got some good yards there.
The Texans start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 28. Bradford grabs the rope right side and is at the 35. 10. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. That will obviously bring up the first down. And that is going to do it for this one. The Saints come out on top 30-23. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.